Hey friends, I'm not sure if this is working or not. Hopefully it is. Hey, it is. I'm not sure if this is working. Cool. This is my first attempt using this, so we'll see how it works. Excellent. Yeah, this is a beautiful spot for sure. It's such a novelty for me to do streams because I don't have a smartphone, I just have an iPad, so it's quite a novel to be able to do it. This is just a town forest, kind of near where I live. Really beautiful area. It's like 12:46 here in Massachusetts. I always find it so interesting that we live in completely different time scales, you know, depending on where you're from. I have students in Australia, and that's like a whole day ahead of us, so. How is the video? I'm sure the audio is fine. It's a conservation area kind of near where I live. It's in Massachusetts. Super beautiful spot. Maybe I'll try to do a loop over here before my iPad dies. It's kind of cool to be able to share these places with you guys. And this also means in the spring I could do some foraging videos out here, which is super exciting. We have a lot of mountain laurel in this area. And hemlocks, of course. I don't know if you have it growing where you are, but we tend to have a lot of Ganoderma tsugai, which is the hemlock polypore. It's the brother or sister to reishi, and it's used medicinally, kind of interchangeably. But we have a lot of it growing in this particular area, so I usually harvest some. Fair amount of chaga as well. Hey, Doran. Yeah, actually, the goal with this is to see if I can get this to work in the forest and then start doing live streams out here. So, mission accomplished. Hope you're doing well, Doran. I'm sure it's warmer where you are. What's the weather like in England, Susanna? I know it's nighttime, but... Yeah, people don't often visit Massachusetts for the forests, but we have some of the most beautiful forests in this area, by far. Do you guys know what this thing is? This is Gaultheria procumbens. Hopefully you can see it. And this was used as a pain reliever. It has salicylic acid in it, or a precursor to salicylic acid. And it tastes like wintergreen. Wintergreen is the common name for it. The leaves and also the berries were distilled for that flavor. The flavor itself, if you were to isolate it, is toxic. However, eaten like this, not a problem. You'd have to eat barrels to actually hurt yourself, but super tasty. Trailside nibble. Will definitely not fill you up, but it's good for your taste buds. Or I guess if you injured yourself, it could be a way of slightly decreasing pain. I'm going to bring you guys down to the water, and then this is probably going to die, so hopefully not too quickly. Yeah, we've had a mild year. This is the longest any sort of snow has stayed so far, so. The river here is really nice too. So the goal is to do hikes with the GoPro and streams and bring a handpan with me. So the video will literally be me grabbing my stuff, traveling into the woods and playing. So that's where this is headed after this test stream. Well, maybe tomorrow or one of the warmer days coming up, I'll do that. I think people will enjoy it. Plus it's kind of nice to show people playing outside, because there's a lot of players who are afraid to bring their instruments out of their house. I know you play outside, Doran, so. And hopefully you play outside, Susanna, as well. Sorry if I take a moment to respond to you guys. I'm trying to save the battery life. Oh yeah, Doran, you should post a video with the Axiom. I'd love to hear it. Or maybe you did. I'll have to look later on today when I get back. Ah, here's the river. So this would be a good playing spot. Oh, there's a bench down here now too? What? This is so cool. Yeah, there's so many things in New England that were once, waterways or rock walls, or history has kind of been buried by time here. But the remnants are everywhere. Like this walkway was probably some sort of a, I don't know, water blocking device or a small dam. So cool. Like I was saying a second ago, this is a good foraging area for reishi, because there's a lot of tsugai or hemlocks. And this is the river. How is the visuals on the GoPro? Is it pretty clear when I'm walking? It should be. This is a slightly older GoPro, but is that false turkey's tail? Yes, it is. If you ever hear about turkey's tail, there's a lot of mushrooms that look very similar to it here. But Trametes versicolor has these really tiny pores in it. These have these little, almost like little tendril hairs coming out. So this is not a turkey tail, but it's a lookalike. There are many lookalikes here. That's cool. And somebody put a bench out here, which is amazing. supposedly they're going to build a trail from here all the way towards Western Mass eventually, which I think would be fantastic. Oh, it's awesome, man. Glad to help you. Recorder in kalimba, nice. One of my other things that I like is playing the flute and making flutes, so I have one with me actually. I can play it for you. Oh, I'm so excited I got all this to work. Believe it or not, despite my heavy social media presence, I'm not super tech savvy. But I'm learning. I didn't even have social media for a very long period of my life. Just when I started music publicly is when I really got involved in it. So this is a flute. I don't know if you can see it in front of me, but this one is from a piece of bamboo that I harvested a couple years ago. It's just a pocket one, nothing fancy, but something that's nice to travel with. I just thought I probably shouldn't be too far away from my iPad. Hopefully it didn't disconnect me. We'll find out momentarily. Let's see. I seem to be there, good. Yes, I think handpans are far easier to come across now, so I don't know how many people are in here or not. I think there's like 4, but I do lessons as well, Mr. Brian's Pepper Garden channel. So be in touch if you ever want to work together in that way. What do you guys think of this spot? Super cool. For sure. Yeah, I actually have a lot of, I have a bunch of music out on Spotify and iTunes. Most of it Rav and handpan, but I have some more instrumental stuff. If you message me, I can forward you some links to my more meditative work as well. Yeah, I'd be happy to share it with you. It probably would sound great with the voice if you added your own voice to it, but I'm going to keep walking for now. I'm surprised the battery is lasting this long. If I don't answer you right away, I'm not ignoring you, I promise. I'm just trying to keep this battery from dying. Alright, I don't know if we can go this way, but we're about to find out. I don't know if I want to go this way. You guys have any spots around you that are kind of like this? Yeah, I don't think I'm doing that crossover there with all this gear. Nope, too slippery. Wow. So the area out in this direction is actually part of a trail net. Well, somebody owns it, but it has kind of a festival trail network out there that's kind of fun. An artist that lives in this town owns it. Have any of you guys ever visited Massachusetts before? I've been to, not every state, but I've been to almost every state now. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, find me on Instagram, whatever, and I'll send you some links. You can get pretty reasonably priced RAVs too now. A lot of the used ones go for $500 or $600, so it doesn't have to be a $1,000 purchase. And there's lots of other types of instruments. I think Doran, you have a couple different tongue drums from different makers, so. Yes, I have my GoPro on my head. That way I don't have to hold it and I can look at what you guys are saying here and not drop everything, hopefully. I'm excited this worked out so well. Hiking is one of my favorite activities. Despite what it seems on social media, I do a lot more than play the RAV and handpan. But the handpan and RAV are what sells, so. Alright, my friends, I think I'm going to depart before this battery dies. But super cool for you to hang out. I would love to chat with you guys again soon. I've always wanted to go to London, so maybe I'll encounter you someday there. On my list. Alright, my friends. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you for joining me on this test stream. And I will do it again soon. Any last questions before I depart? I know there's a delay in this, but find me on Instagram, Rewild Your Soul. Email's the same. I'm easily found on the internet. Good, glad to bring you along. It's nice to be able to talk to people while I'm hiking like this. All right, my friends, I'll talk to you soon. Have a good afternoon.